Hi, I'm John. I want to thank everyone who watched my first ravioli making video. I've got over 12,000 hits. Thank you very much. In that video I showed you how to use a checkered rolling pin to make the ravioli, and that was really, for me, the fastest way to produce a lot of ravioli. But I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to make ravioli in the next one or two videos. If you don't have a rolling pin like this, you might find what is called a ravioli plate, ravioli maker. Generally they are square, but I do have one that makes triangular shaped ravioli. In one of my videos called Ravioli Spree, you can see the finished product. They're really cute, they were fun. I had a problem getting them out because there's no holes in this. I think they just vacuum themselves in. No matter how much flour you put on it or how much oil spray you used, I still had to pry them out by the corner. They came out fine, but it did seem to waste a lot of my time because I know the other ways are faster. These are what you probably will mostly see in stores. This is ravioli plates. The zigzags will cut the ravioli for you. This is small. This one happens to make 12. This is the size I generally use, medium, which 10 of these are more than enough for most person to eat for one pasta course, unless you're Italian and you want more. So this is what I'm going to show you how to use today, is how to use a ravioli plate to make ravioli. The first thing you really need to do is spray it down with a little bit of olive oil, or flour it down, depending on what you tend to like the best. So I'm going to spray mine, which is what I do in my class. Just a nice little light coating of oil spray so that they will release. I roll the pasta out in one big noodle. If you don't, you can use two small ones. Luckily, this pasta maker actually fits the size of my noodle really well. So once you've sprayed it, you can lay the first half of the ravioli noodle right over the top. Now you probably have seen these in flea markets or tag sales and wondered what they are, and they probably did not have this piece, the dimpler as I call it. All this does is it just kind of nicely and evenly stretches your dough. It's not absolutely necessary. The weight of the filling will do this for you also. I find that if you tend to like fillings that are chunky, things that have pieces of lobster or pieces of portobello or something in them, this is probably the better method for making your ravioli, because the chunks will fit in this nicely. Using the other methods, including the rolling pin, you basically have to have a very loose pureed type of filling, like if you're using butternut squash or something. But if you like chunky fillings, or you have a filling that has big pieces, this is actually the best method for you. And I'm putting about a teaspoon or so of filling in each of these dimples. Contrary to popular belief, yes, you want to get all the air you can out, because it is the steam that will make them pop, but the ravioli does grow, and so does its filling when it cooks. Now, if you feel that it takes you too long to do that, and you want to just wet right where the ridges are to make sure your pasta does stick together, this is an optional step, but I'm going to do it for you to show you. And just wetting right the edges of the pasta, right where the two parts of the pasta have to seal. So once you've done this, just take your other piece or the other end and lay it right across, pat the air out, and then take any rolling pin you want and start from the folded end and just roll it nicely, gradually right down the pasta plate. And the pressure of the rolling pin against the little zigzags, as you might be able to see in this video, cuts the ravioli, seals the ravioli, all in one step. Isn't this wonderful? And from provided I used enough lubricant, they should fall right out. So, let's see how lucky we got here. Yeah. So, here you go. Perfectly sealed. What Italians would say are medium-sized ravioli. Don't forget, they will grow when you boil them. And 10 of these is usually enough to cover the average plate. And so if you did this once for every person that you're going to be serving for, you have enough ravioli. So this is just ragout filling with Parmesan cheese, some Italian spices, and a little parsley. These do have to dry a little bit before you go cook them, but these will be absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you check out my other ones. Ciao! Mangia!